Fans are rushing to determine whether Chrisean made this deal or whether CPS intervened covertly before going public. This story wouldn't be as awful if Baby Jr. had been removed covertly. It is preparing for a full-scale court case. Chrisean, however, says nothing at all. No declarations, no denials, no legal remarks. Jaguar gave a sobering warning about her story as she wrapped up the evening. White lettering on a black screen, "I'm not finished." The countdown started when I released the video tomorrow. As soon as Jaguar Goes Live concluded, Kiana's voice notes began to circulate online, and instead of merely responding, they revolted. Bars Save Baby Jr. shot to the top of Twitter trending spots in a matter of hours. Instagram and TikTok. However, this was more than just a viral drama. There was a movement. Clips of Baby Jr. sobbing during tumultuous live streaming from Chrisean and Jaguar's dramatic outbursts were pieced together by TikTok developers. Empathy and indignant indignation surged in. Mothers all throughout the world shared duets with the message, "This isn't judgment, it's concern. Peace, not drama, is what a baby deserves." Fathers added their voices. Although Blueface has flaws, let him if he's attempting to shield his son. The discussion had changed. Who was the superior parent was no longer a factor. It concerned who was making an effort at all. Jaguar's brave voice is finally bringing Baby Jr.'s mute screams to life. And public indignation will break out if CPS does nothing. Concern has swept through the celebrity community, and nobody is holding back. Reposting Jaguar's emotional live stream, Cardi B issued a strong warning to keep an eye on the child. The Stallion Megan dubbed Thea scenario that is urgent and heartbreaking, Summer Walker spoke up, stating that there were too many indicators that the infant needed to be safe. Additionally, Ray J said with emotion, "This isn't entertainment, but a real child who doesn't deserve to grow up in a public circus." When combined, these voices strengthen the rising call for swift protection and accountability, turning rumors into a strong cry for justice. The clamor for reform grew louder as a petition calling for the in just 2 days, the number of signatures demanding Baby Jr.'s quick transfer of custody jumped to almost 100,000. This movement has nothing to do with forgiveness or celebrity. It was a last-ditch effort to protect the youngster and end a harmful cycle before it got out of hand. People were demanding immediate, tangible action and were no longer just bystanders. When major media outlets like CNN, NBC, TMZ, and BuzzFeed started reporting on the story, the firestorm intensified even more. The Shade Room once boldly and hesitantly carried a headline that read, "Chrisean Rock is the subject of a CPS investigation," after Jaguar Wright amid a heated custody dispute. What began online has now erupted into a national dialogue calling for Baby Jr.'s safety and responsibility. It was dubbed the decade's most unsettling celebrity baby controversy by Hollywood. During 2 consecutive parts of The Breakfast Club, Charlemagne said, "We've laughed at the chaos long enough. Now it's just sad that the baby needs peace, not performance." However, while the world was responding, news organizations started to wonder why there were so many complaints about CPS purportedly submitted weeks ago were either postponed or disregarded. According to rumors from former CPS insiders, there is a sensitive celebrity protocol, an unwritten rule, that slows down investigations in high-profile cases to prevent negative publicity, safeguarding the famous even when the safety of children is at risk. LA County's Department of Child and Family Services released a TUR statement acknowledging an ongoing investigation as public outcry grew, but cited privacy restrictions that restricted details, only serving to increase mistrust and ire. Once vocal Chrisean supporters became quiet, while concerns were only heightened by her camp's lack of response, lawyers, or statements. Then a grainy video appeared. Outside a courthouse, a woman who appears to be a relative is holding Baby Jr. with the message, "Simply safe for now." Questions flooded the internet. Christian Jaguar Wright broke the silence once more with a terrifying countdown, asking why CPS had silently removed the youngster. An uncut, uncensored film called The Truth About Baby Jr. will be released at 6 p.m. The short video, which revealed a depressing situation inside a house months earlier, showed Christian pacing on the phone while Baby Jr. sobbed on the floor, before eventually sliding forward and striking his head. Instead of panic, it was met with annoyance. Nothing to say, only unadulterated stillness that screamed volumes. The response was swift and powerful. Anger and sadness exploded on social media. Even ardent fans stopped defending themselves. While news channels changed from speculating to giving potential solutions, mothers openly grieved, encouraging concern rather than judgment. According to reports, there was a significant escalation when CPS asked for a forensic assessment of the files. Jaguar wasn't done yet. She quickly sent a redacted copy of the official CPS intake form with a strong warning and a note indicating that it was temporarily removed owing to safety concerns. There is a lot more. Then came the shocking revelation that more worse material was hidden in vaults, as hinted by a deleted reality producer's comment. Video that might turn this custody dispute into a criminal prosecution. One urgent question dominated the internet. If what's hidden, what else is? It feels gloomy to be exposed. The unknown might have disastrous consequences. Though it's far from over, this story represents one of the darkest turns in celebrity headlines. The first video from Jaguar is really the prologue. The public is now asked to comment. If this story shocked or infuriated you, please leave a comment and subscribe. Should CPS take Baby Jr. out of Christian's care right away? Is Jaguar a brave whistleblower, or did she over the line by leaking the intake form? There will be more in the future. Future revelations indicate that court documents and a mysterious witness may be rewritten in fresh text releases. Everything we believe to be true goes beyond mere tabloid material. It's a tale of responsible parenting and a defenseless child caught in the harsh spotlight of social media and celebrity. Baby Jr.'s fate could be determined in the next 48 hours. Keep an eye out, speak up, and be prepared for the next phase could blow the internet away. Keep in mind that the truth always comes out. With headlines that yell, "Chrisean Rock is accused of hiding injuries," and Jaguar Wright reveals shocking Baby Jr. hospital records, the blogs swiftly take over the subject. Jaguar claims a medical cover-up. However, the consequences didn't end there. Jaguar revealed what she claimed to be a voicemail from a family insider during that same live session, adding still another level of drama to the developing story. The message's voice sounded like that of an older woman who might have been related to Christian's family. "I pleaded with her to slow down and stop talking about the baby in front of all those people," she added. "He continues getting bruises and it's not safe." Fans quickly pieced together the conversation and discovered that Christian's own family was aware of what was going on. CPS had been contacted. The topic of conversation abruptly changed to was about a child's safety and was no longer just about messy social media antics or contentious discussions. The tale evolved from celebrity rumors to a real cry for accountability when it was revealed that other adults in Baby Jr.'s immediate vicinity had seen harm but chose to remain silent. Christian didn't say anything, but her loved ones did. A post purporting to be from a Blueface pal said that he was in jail, watching everything unfold, and he was enraged, according to a verified blog. He asserted that he had forewarned everyone about impending difficulties months prior. According to a second source, Blueface even attempted 10-list attorneys weeks prior after observing injuries during a monitored visit, but their worries were disregarded. The story turned around once more. Was Blueface trying to protect Baby Jr. all along, and if so, why was no one listening? Was the question that suddenly sprang to mind. Then, during a live Q&A, her stylist gave the first on-camera response saying, "Yo, I love Christian, but real talk, she needs to chill." I get afraid of that sometimes. Baby, the stylist remarked. Although the stylist later removed the live video, the clip quickly went popular on the internet. The internet never forgets reposts, analyses, and captions from blogs. The stylist is worried about Baby Jr. Would insiders turn against Chrisean as a result of Jaguar's exposure? Just when it seemed like there was no more depth to the situation. With just 2 lines, I warned her, no tags, no explanation. Baby Jr.'s godmother posted a mysterious black screen on her story, sparking a flurry of conjecture. Fans bombarded her with messages. Blogs were buzzing, and by in the evening, there was a baby joyer trend. Jaguar Wright fell silent in the interim. There were no new leaks or lives. The world, however, was waiting. With a terrifying vow, she concluded her final live performance. The videos will be dropped next if Chrisean doesn't speak. If Jaguar is telling the truth, what tapes show who else is involved and what else has been concealed? It's possible that this is only the beginning. The situation worsened within hours of Jaguar's second live performance. Authorities intervened. It was reported that a case had been formally opened by Child Protective Services (CPS) about Baby Jr.'s, before a verified local reporter in Los Angeles confirmed a CPS visit earlier that week, prompted by growing internet complaints and a flagged hospital report connected to Baby Jr. Supporters initially wondered whether it was merely rumors. The harsh reality set in. What started off as a tumultuous online dispute has evolved into an actual inquiry. Chrisean Rock slipped out of the spotlight. Nothing but silence. No posts, no lives, no statements. However, the myth was sustained by insiders working behind the scenes. According to a person close to Blueface's legal team, Blueface filed documents from several months ago asking for an urgent custody assessment. When he wasn't bluffing, CPS disregarded it. But now they're taking notice. Another alleged insider from the production team revealed shocking information. We were instructed by the producers not to record the infant sobbing, that it had poor optics. We were unable to ask questions. Everything seemed strange. And then, there was the second significant twist, this time from Kiana, a former close friend in Chrisean's social circle, rather than Jaguar. She shared voice notes and screenshots during her live TikTok stream. Quotations from Chrisean allegedly stated in one voice clip, "I don't have time to watch him all the time. Yes, darling, he will be okay. I didn't even see what he hit his head on. I just know he cried. And I told Em it was nothing," she said in another. As the story's layers continued to be revealed, the globe watched in horror as some people demanded justice. The story was far from finished. The chat broke out, and the responses were filled with shock, sadness, and incredulity. People were shocked by what they could hear Chrisean acknowledge that she was blind to what Baby Jr. had struck his head against, which many saw as blatant carelessness. Inquiries flooded in. Is Baby Jr. really secure right now? Where is he? Kiana went one step further and shared a picture of Baby Jr. with a slight bruise on his cheek that she said was taken earlier this year. "He's fine," she answered, laughing off her suggestion that Chrisean take him to the doctor. "He's simply rough." Next came the most concerning discovery, according to Kiana, that Chrisean had ignored CPA's private calls for more than a month. Chrisean allegedly ignored several voicemails saying, "I'm not picking up some random number." If it's that serious, she advised them to come to the door. It appears that they have many sources, including a certified CPS whistleblower, have indicated that an active case is ongoing and getting worse, even though official records are still under wraps. After learning of the latest disclosures, Jaguar went live again. This time, with tears instead of rage. For about a minute, she sat in silence before admitting that I wanted to be incorrect. I swear I hoped I was mistaken. However, I sensed it, and knew it, and now you can all see it. She gave a terrifying warning as she ended her live stream. "I'll remove the video if she doesn't say anything." And for the sake of the unborn child, she is now really thinking of doing just that. Jaguar is not fighting this battle alone. There is a growing online movement calling for Chrisean to forfeit custody. The same urgent call is echoed in live feeds, tweets, and petitions. Save Baby Jr. Behind the scenes. According to reports, Blueface's legal team is getting ready to submit immediate custody as soon as he leaves prison. An insider's hint about an incident could come sooner rather than later. According to a court clerk's leaked text, Blueface's attorneys are even attempting to speed up the hearing now that CPS is involved. However, the plot takes a different turn. According to a CPS leak, Baby Jr. was not with Chrisean during a house visit. Rather, he was with a relative named Charleston White, who has long been an outspoken opponent of Lil Durk. White hailed the rapper's arrest as a significant victory for the neighborhood. He explained due to Durk's impact as a demonic energy and dark power, the drill music culture and its exaltation of violence may eventually come to an end. For him, it was a victory for law-abiding hip-hop fans who enjoy the music but disapprove of the violence that occasionally goes along with it. Meanwhile, personal drama sprang out just as Durk was about to be released. A video purportedly posted by one of his wives, India Royale, showed her at a party with her hand on another man's leg, sparking a scandal. Companions. Screenshots swiftly went viral online, stoking rumors and conjecture. Later, India retorted, dismissing the discussion with a scathing remark about mature men and the current condition of internet gossip. Thinking back to a period when men were more preoccupied with actual problems and hard labor than with online, drama notable individuals like 6xi99 and DJ Academics responded to the occurrence by offering their opinions on the developing controversy, which increased the level of public interest in the matter.